When I married Lauren, I believed she was my safe place, the one person in this chaotic world who would never betray me. She had this way of making me feel like the luckiest man alive. We had a cozy home, shared Sunday breakfasts and late-night Netflix marathons. To anyone looking in, we were that perfect couple everyone admired. But behind closed doors, things slowly began to shift. It started with little digs at me, comments about how I wasn't ambitious enough, how her friends' husbands were doing more with their lives. I brushed it off, told myself she was just stressed. Then came the nights out with her friends. Girls' night every Friday, then Saturday brunch, then just a quick drink after work. I didn't mind at first. I trusted her. I never wanted to be the controlling husband who told his wife what to do. But then she started coming home later. Sometimes tipsy, sometimes distant, smelling of a man's cologne that definitely wasn't mine. When I asked about it, she rolled her eyes. "Don't be insecure," she said. "I just hugged a friend goodbye." My gut told me something was wrong. The turning point came when she left her phone on the counter one night and went to take a shower. I wasn't the snooping type, but something in me said look. The first message I saw made my blood run cold. Him. Can't stop thinking about last night. Her. Me either. Wish I was there right now. It felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I began collecting evidence. Texts. Photos. Even a video of her getting out of his car 2 blocks from our house, fixing her hair before walking in like nothing had happened. But the part that broke me wasn't just the cheating, it was how she flipped the narrative. Whenever I acted distant, Lauren told everyone I was emotionally neglectful, that I had checked out of the marriage, that I didn't love her anymore. Soon, friends stopped inviting me to gatherings, and her family looked at me with pity. She was playing the victim, and she was winning. But she had no idea that I was about to end her little performance in the most public way possible. Once I had enough evidence, I knew this couldn't just be a quiet confrontation behind closed doors. Lauren had worked too hard to paint me as the villain. If I called her out privately, she would just twist it, cry a few fake tears, and somehow make it my fault again. So I waited for the perfect opportunity, her parents' anniversary party. It was going to be a big event, with both families and close friends gathered in one place. Lauren was excited for weeks, planning her dress, her speech, the whole thing. I stayed quiet, pretending to be the supportive husband, all while preparing my little surprise. The night of the party, everything looked perfect. Lights twinkled in the backyard, music played softly, and people laughed as they toasted to decades of love and loyalty. The very thing Lauren had thrown away. Lauren played her role beautifully. She held my arm, smiled for pictures, and even kissed my cheek in front of everyone. If you didn't know better, you'd think she was the model wife. When it came time for speeches, Lauren stood up first. She gave this heartfelt toast about love, about choosing your partner every day, and staying strong through hard times. People clapped. Some even wiped tears. Then it was my turn. I stood up slowly, phone in my hand, and said, "Lauren's right. Love is about choosing your partner every day. But what happens when your partner chooses someone else and lies about it?" The backyard went silent. Lauren's smile froze. I've been quiet for months while Lauren made sure everyone thought I was the problem. I continued. She told you all I stopped caring. That I stopped loving her. Tonight, I want to show you why I pulled away. I tapped my phone screen, and the first image appeared on the big outdoor projector. A picture of Lauren kissing another man outside a restaurant. Gasps filled the air. Lauren jumped up, shouting, "How dare you?" But I spoke over her. "This isn't the only one," I said, swiping to a screenshot of their texts, full of heart emojis and late-night plans. Her parents stared at her, shocked. Her sister covered her mouth with her hand. The perfect victim mask was cracking. Lauren tried to grab my phone, but I stepped back and kept going. "You see," I said, turning back to the guests. While I was working late, paying the mortgage and planning our future, Lauren was planning secret weekends with this man. I swiped again, revealing a hotel receipt with both their names on it. The crowd murmured. Someone actually gasped out loud. Lauren's face went pale. "Stop it," she screamed. But now nobody was looking at me like I was the bad guy. They were looking at her. "This is why I stopped sleeping next to you." I said, my voice steady. This is why I stopped smiling at your little jokes. Because every time I looked at you, all I could think about was how you were lying to me, to everyone, and still managing to make me feel guilty. Her father stood up, furious. Is this true? He demanded. Lauren's voice broke. I was lonely, okay? Mark was never around. I almost laughed. I was never around? I was working overtime so we could afford the life you insisted on having. And when I was home, you were texting him under the table. The silence that followed was deafening. No one came to defend her. Not one person. I put my phone in my pocket, picked up my jacket from the back of the chair, and said, I wanted everyone to know the truth because I refused to live as the villain in a story I didn't write. Lauren, we're done. The divorce papers will be on the table by Monday. And then I walked out. Behind me, I could hear Lauren sobbing, trying to explain herself, but the damage was done. The perfect image she built, the sympathy she'd gathered, gone in an instant. That night, I slept better than I had in months. For the first time, I felt free. I didn't just expose her lies, I exposed the part of myself that tolerated them. And the best part? Everyone finally knew the truth.